برائے خوشنودی سیدہ سکینہ بنت الحسین بلند تر صلوات.
اللهم صل على محمد عجل فرجا. The first few minutes in English inshallah, and then we will proceed in Urdu. So in last few sessions we have been talking about mawaddat fil qurba, and the central point of our discussion has been that Allah has regarded mawaddat fil qurba, the love of Ahlul Bayt, as the crux of his religion. And our argument is based on the ayat which says, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Qul la as'alukum alayhi ajran illa al-mawaddata fil qurba. O Prophet, tell these people that I do not ask for you any return against my prophethood, against whatever efforts I have done. I am not asking for any return. The only thing that I ask for is the love of my family. So when something holds such huge importance, a human being, a researcher, especially Muslims, have the right to ponder upon it. That why justice had not been done to Ahlul Bayt after Quran is asking precisely that this is the most important thing that I'm asking. Because when a person is leaving, at the end of the project, the most important thing in his mind is how to secure what has been done. How to prepare people for the security of the religion. So, of course, that's the most important thing which is being asked at the end of the journey. Because you cannot ask for the reward until the journey has not come to the end. That's very logical, right? The question remained for Muslims to ponder upon that what importance this love of Ahlul Bayt had in the eyes of Allah. Due to obvious social and political factors, due to incidents that occurred after the Prophet left, it was very natural that this topic did not gain the importance it deserved. The love of Ahlul Bayt did not gain the importance it deserved. And now also, when a person tries to dig the importance, there's a chance that the only thing that he can probably make sense, when he tries to make sense of this, the only thing that comes to his mind is, okay, maybe a person is leaving, a big leader is leaving. Now he just thinks that, people will be nice and kind to his family. So for the welfare and well-being of his family, he's asking his people, okay, I've done so much for you, please be kind to my family. And that's it. And we have been discussing, no, there is a much deeper context to it. The love of Ahlul Bayt, the religion which is asking you to love and hate on the basis of Allah, on the basis of Tawheed. Blood relation is not the only merit, right? The degree of importance which is being given is that this is the essence of religion, Ajr Risalat. So there is a deeper context to it. And what was that? So what Allah wants to create is a society which is based on complete obedience. Right? Complete obedience. So the Quran is saying that An-Nabiyyu Ula bil mu'minina min anfusihim. On one side, Allah is saying that the Prophet holds a right on you which is greater than the right you hold on yourself, on your lives. His right is greater than yours. So this is the degree of authority Allah establishes. That this is the degree of authority my representative, my Prophet holds on all of you. And then he's asking for complete obedience. Atiullah wa atiur Rasul wa ulil amri minkum. Obey Allah, obey Rasul and ulil amri. Then my other representatives, which are ulil amri, who are ulil amri. So, complete authority, complete obedience. And at the same time, He has given humans something which is known as heart, which is called heart, which has the potential and capacity to love and hate. To love and hate. And complete obedience cannot be achieved without love. So, If we join these dots, we understand that, okay, Allah is trying to build a society which is based on, there's a leader who has complete authority over people, and we are being asked to obey them, obey him 100%, complete surrender, complete obedience. And we cannot achieve this obedience unless we love that leader. If we ask ourselves, what is the height of love? In our worldly relationships also, what is the height of love? What is the maximum stage which a person can achieve in love? So in all our poetries and literatures and all these, if you look at the relationship, how relationships are expressed, so poets would express it as, "Oh my beloved, I love you more than myself." What he's saying is, I can sacrifice my life for you. This is the dalil, this is my reasoning, this is my proof. The proof of true love is that I love you more than my life. The most precious thing that a person has is his life, right? So if a person attains that level of love, where he says that, okay, now I think I love this person more than myself, I can sacrifice my life for him. And that's the same thing which Allah is saying. An-Nabiyyu ula bil mu'minina min anfusihim. A Nabi has a greater right on you. So this right can be accepted automatically when a person falls in love with the Prophet. And the love increases and it reaches that stage where even if Allah has not said it, the person will himself say that, "Oh my Prophet, I love you more than my own self. I can sacrifice everything, my life, which is the most precious thing that I have for you." So this is the kind of society that Allah wants to create and eventually will be created when Hazrat Sahibu Zaman alayhi salam will come. So this is the basically triangle. The ruler has a complete authority. And then the ruler has immense love for his people also. That authority is accompanied by immense love, height of love. Rahmatul Alameen, if we had not created you with this polite heart or this warm-heartedness, these people would not have gathered around you. Our Nabi is Rauf on Mu'mineen. Right? He's extremely loving for you with this extreme authority. And the third part is that then you are also expected to love him and attain that level of love where you can obey him completely, 100%. So this was basically the crux, basically. Now, one additional point here, please recite a salawat. Allahumma salli ala ajal farajah. Ajal farajah. Because Karbala is a display of love which is unmatched in the history of humankind. That's what our claim is. And nothing can bring Karbala into existence except for love. Love is the main ingredient behind it. So we need to analyze Karbala from the perspective of love also. And it is our limitation, human limitation, that once we focus on one point or one angle, then other angles they get faded away. So we tend to focus one thing at a time, other things get ignored. That's automatic. But for now, if we just focus on Karbala from the eyes of love, then what do we get? So love has stages. Love has stages, levels. We were discussing the greatest level, for example, is this. In its most basic form, love asks for possession. It's most evident in children. I like this candy, I want to have it. Now, there's no discussion or negotiation. Then you tend to, negotiate and how to delay this project. So, the most important basic thing is when a person feels attached or like something, attached towards something, he asks for possession. That is the most basic thing. But can this be called pure love? When a lover asks for, actually this dictionary and lughat is lover and beloved is not very much common in our majalis, but this has to come in eventually. So when a lover wants to possess the beloved, can we really call this purest form of love or highest form of love? No. And why is that? Because, as we said, that the purest form of love should be where a person can sacrifice himself or herself for his beloved, her beloved, right? But what is happening here? Possession means I want to possess, I want to have my beloved, so I will be better off. I will be better off. There is an I in this possession. That this urge for possession is saying there is an I which has remained. And possession of beloved will put me in a better position than before. Right? So this I, remaining of I is indicating that this is not the purest form of love. There is an I which is thinking about, which is about his benefit. So when we look at Karbala, it is very interesting from this point that all Ashab Karbala, all companions of Imam Hussain, they know that they are going to get martyred. So there is no question of possession. There is no question of possession, right? All of you are going to get martyred. Shab-e Ashur, what Imam Hussain is saying. And even more interesting, okay, we understand that they were on this height of love when they were willing to sacrifice their lives. Right? So it's an amazing thing to think that someone has reached that stage when he or she is willing to sacrifice his life for the Imam of time. This should be praised. But there is a more interesting aspect of it. And that is that, okay, once someone sacrifices his life and he's thinking, okay, I sacrificed my life because this will help my beloved to remain. I'm doing some good to my beloved so that he can remain and I can die in peace. At least I have this satisfaction that I'm leaving him with some benefit. And Ashab-e Karbala, it's very interesting that they all know that they are going to die. They are going to get martyrdom. And Imam Hussain is going to die as well. He is going to get martyred also. So this height of love has put them on a stage where their belief is that sacrifice here is the most important thing to do, even if Imam is not going to remain on one hand. On the other hand, Imam wants us to die before him so he can die in a better form. It's very difficult to explain this in English. You understand my pain? Because, see, very interesting is that Imam, this war is the battle of Karbala basically, we call it a battle, but it's basically a display of Mazlumiyat. This battle is won from Mazlumiyat. The previous battles, it was display of power when the power and then attained victory. Imam Ali was displaying power throughout, and that power was the basis of his victory. But Imam Mazlum has changed this. So he bring into the battlefield with himself his Mazlumiyat. And the more Mazlumiyat he has in the end, the more chances of his success, or the more victorious he is. The more impact his Karbala has. So then every Shaheed is contributing to that Mazlumiyat. I am dying not because my Mehboob will remain alive. No, because he will achieve his objective of Mazlumiyat in a better way. So this is the display of love which Asatiza basically say that, the teachers say that, ulama say that this has not been seen in the history of mankind. Please recite a salawat.